Breathtaken is the third song on Heartbeat. It is one of the earliest songs that I wrote for the album. And actually, I had originally intended to put it on Reality, the first album. And when it didn't make it, I said, well, it is going on the next album, no matter what. Breathtaking was supposed to be a song about meditation. It sort of is like that right now. It was a song that you could lay back and have a sesh, if you know what I mean. Now Breathtaking is more therapeutic than anything. You know, we talk about steps, right? We were trying to get to self-healing. We were trying to get to the end of the album. We were trying to reach that end goal. And this track, right, is the real step. It is the real step. When you listen to Breathtaking, I ask, can you hear it? Can you see it? Can you feel it? Can you feel what I have created? Can you feel this experience that I have created? Can you feel the vibes, the atmosphere? Because Breathtaking is a spacious song. Breathtaking is emotional. I would say it's a pretty sad song. But it has an optimistic meaning to it. Like I said, therapeutic. But what it really means is appreciate life. I know I have my biases and that I hate a lot of things. And I've shown that at points I'm ungrateful, but you know, appreciate life, because at the end of the day, you are breathing. You have this life to live, and you can do whatever you want with it. So at this point, I'm telling the listener to take in the breathtaking scenery, take in the joys of life, even when things are headed in the opposite direction and things are looking bad. Just be optimistic, because I feel like at the end of the day, it'll all turn out to be okay. It started out as this corny rap song. Like I said, laid back, meditative, but lyrically wise, I had no idea what I was talking about. You know, I scrolled through Genius and I looked at the edit history. I go back to the beginning of the writing process of the song, and I'm like, what is this guy talking about, you know? And eventually, after I had rewritten it a couple times, after I finally got a sense of what I'm trying to say, what is the purpose, I finally get to the final version. And now there is a clear message behind it. I talk about arteries, right? I talk about the archives. I talk about heartbeat, the rhythm. Now we talk about Breathtaking. Breathtaking is the lungs. Breathtaking is the instructions. It is the advice. Breathtaking basically says to breathe. It says to calm down. I think we can all use a breath of fresh air. And that's what I had hoped to do with this track. This track was always supposed to have Maria on it. I just think that is truly insane that after all these years, you know, we still got to do the track together. And it had been a plan since like 2016. We talked about it yearly, and I had never gathered up the courage to, first off, finish the album, or start the album really. I had never gathered up the courage to do this song because I felt like it wasn't ready yet. I felt like I didn't know what I was doing with it. I didn't know what I was trying to um, tell my listeners. So, like I said, I started these demos, and the first one that I did was the archives. But eventually, right, I go through the rest of the tracks, and I've done Breathtaken. Back in about 2018, maybe late 2017, me and Maria are contacting each other through email, and we're working on this song. We are sending each other voice notes, just trying to figure out how we're gonna do this. I take those exact voice notes and I put them in the demo. And after I do the demo, I decided to post it to my Instagram. And it's crazy because back then I didn't know I could do any of that, but I did this year. A lot of collabs that I do, I have a hard time following up. I always think, well, it's been a long time. Nobody is gonna want to work with me. Nobody's gonna want to collab. It is too late. That was not the case. I posted to my Instagram the demo, little snippet of that, and I asked, are you still down? And she was enthusiastic about it. She said yes. And just like that, we're already making progress compared to 2018, where I had this on and off thing and I wasn't really inspired like I should have been. And in 2022, we start meeting up, practicing the song, trying to mesh in terms of voices and how we sound on the song, because she had never made music and we had never collabed. So we go to Gabe's, right? And we record this is after the demo. We record the first version of the song. After that, I took a slight break because I was dealing with some family things. And by the time it had hit May, that is when we finally went to record the track. To this day, it wasn't long ago, but to this day, it has to be my favorite studio session that I had done. First, I had recorded the majority of the song. That was before she got to the studio. And then when she got to the studio, we worked on it some more. That's when we recorded her parts. And we added more after that. I just think it was so cool to see. I had a blast. I remember just trying things out, seeing how they would sound, because at this point, it was the beginning stages of this album mode. There was room to experiment. Originally she was supposed to be on just the choruses, and that would be it. But that to me did not feel like true collab. I wanted something organic. I wanted to do the entire song with her as almost like a duet. That way, the song is basically open to any changes at all. She takes some words off, adds some stuff, and lyrically, we're there now. At this point, we're just bouncing off of each other's energy. We're really creating magic in the studio. And this song goes from here to here. I had the chills when I finally heard the song back. Hearing the third verse on my way home in my Escape, I cried. Because that was a song that really connected, um, pulled on my heartstrings, and it really became one of, if not the most favorite track off of the album. I've yet to pick my top five, but thinking about it makes me want to put it at number one again. Once we got together and we started talking again, um, we basically caught up on what was happening in our lives since high school, and she really opened my eyes to realize that I need to take things one step at a time. You got to crawl before you walk, and you got to walk before you run. But once you learn how to run, then that's when you can fly. Breathtaken is the new therapy. It's the new meditation. It's the new safe haven for me. And I hope that for anybody listening to that song, you can feel the same way I was feeling when I heard the song. I hope you feel safe. I hope you get some therapy out of this. I hope that in the end, we all get through this. Just remember that you gotta breathe in and breathe out.